Real estate prices are just unaffordable for the average home buyer. There's been inflation in real estate taxes. There's been inflation in insurance costs and maintenance costs. So a lot of these home prices for the younger folks are just unattainable. And the only thing that's going to make it affordable is home prices coming down. In our real estate report that we put out in August timeframe, we showed a very telling graph. It showed homes for sale versus homes sold. And over time, those things kind of track each other. There's not much difference. But we see this gap right now between homes for sale and homes sold. So there's a buyer's strike. So people aren't buying because they're priced out of the market. The only way to adjust that is prices. And it's slowly happening. A lot of the rents were supported. People buy speculative single-family homes and built a lot of multi-family tenant housing to accommodate the illegal immigrants. And new tenant rents are a forward warning indicator of demand, and those have been plummeting, and rents are finally coming down. And the people that own single-family homes that they hope to rent out to people are unfortunately finding the rental market's repricing lower, and a lot of these people are underwater and can't even cover their full costs of ownership, even with new rents. So this is slowly going to, add more inventory to the housing market. Construction in housing is rolling over. New home builders are struggling. So it's the classic inventory cycle, a little bit of an overbuild, especially multifamily housing coupled with no demand, unaffordability. And the only way to fix this is through prices.
Yeah, and it seems very regional. I know, hear a lot about Austin and the amount of apartments and sort of homes they've built there, and then rents have sort of gone through the floor. So it seems to be very much, as you said, supply demand dynamics.